Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Yesterday, we talked about adverbs, Claire, and we talked about adverbial phrases and adverbial clauses as well. And then we started about types of adverbs, Claire. And types of adverbs, the first type we studied yesterday, adverbs of manner. So today we want to talk about another type of adverb, and that is called what? Adverbs of time. Clear? Another type of adverb we want to go to talk about, that is called adverbs of time. Let's come up towards that. What are adverbs of time, Claire? From the name, it's clear. Time. An adverb, if it indicates or it describes or it shows time, that is called adverb of time. An adverb, clear, if it indicates or shows time, we call it adverbs of time. Or second name, you can also call adverbs of time, we call them time expressions. What we can call it? Time expressions. We can also call it time expression. Adverb of time, Claire, are also called it what? Time expressions. And what adverb of time it shows us? It shows us or it tells us about what, Claire? That when an action happens. They are used, Claire, for what? That when, Claire, an action happens. We can say when an action happens, it means time. How long an action happens, Claire? We can say that adverb of time, it talks about when or how long an action happens. Adverb of time talks about when and how long an action happens. Clear? If you take example of adverb of time, these are examples like now, yesterday, soon, later. Clear? They are what? Tomorrow, yet, already, tonight, today, then, last month, last year, last week, etc. All of them are what? All of them are called adverbs of time. So a word, if it indicates time, that is called adverb. And what type of adverb? Adverb of time. Clear? Or you can call it time expressions. Then adverb of time or time expression, it shows us three periods. It can be present, past, or future. Clear? It can shows us what? Present. What I mean by present, it can shows us present time, like now. What is now? It's present time. It can shows us past. Past mean like if I say yesterday. So it's past time expression. If I say future time expression, and that is what? Future. If I say tomorrow, so this is called future time expression or future adverb of time. So we study that adverb of time shows or it indicates time. Or we can say adverb of time tells us when an action happens. What? When an action happens. Are you getting it? Now we will talk about possessions. Clear? We will study about what? Possessions. That what are the possessions of adverb of time? What I mean by possession means that where in a sentence we can use adverb of time. So we want to go to study about possessions. Number one possession is adverb of time are most often clear or most often placed at the beginning of a sentence. It can be, sorry, at the end of a sentence. More commonly, Clear, most of the time we use adverb of time at the end of a sentence. Clear? Like At the end of what? At the end of a sentence. Let's take example. I'm going to the movies. Now look here. I'm going to the movies. When? It gives us what? When. When? So I can say tomorrow. So what is tomorrow? It's adverb of time. And which adverb of time? Future. Clear? Future. It tells us about future. So we can say, when are you going? Tomorrow. So tomorrow is called what? Adverb of time. And where did I use in this sentence? At the end of a sentence. Very good. She left. When she left? Yesterday. So what is yesterday? Yeah, past time. Clear? And this is called adverb of time. If I say, we are eating now. We are studying now. When we are studying? Now we are studying. So now what is now? Adverb of time. And which one? Present. Is it clear? So we can say that in all these three sentences, if you look clear, we have used adverb of time where? Which place? That is at the end. This is at the end. Yesterday, again, it's at the end of the sentence. And now, again, it's in the end of a sentence. So all of them are used at the end of the sentences. Clear? But if you look again, that all of them, it gives answer for what? For when. It gives answer for what? For when. When? Tomorrow. When? Yesterday. When? Now. When? Last year. So we call them what? We call them adverb of time. Excellent. This is the first position where we can use adverb of time. Clear? Let's move. Adverb of time, they can also be used where? In the beginning of a sentence. Clear? They can also be used where? In the beginning of the sentence. Adverb of time, we can also use them where? In the beginning of sentence. They can also be placed in the beginning of sentence. In this case, like for example, you can sometimes place adverbs of time at the beginning of the sentence to put an extra emphasis on the time. When you use adverb of time in the beginning of a sentence, you put more extra emphasis on the time. Like you want to point out more what? Time. Like you want to say, if I say, I called you in the morning. Now it's a normal sentence. But if I want to emphasize on the time, how can I say? In the morning I call you. Look, now in the morning is more what? It's more emphasized. In the morning, now we can go. Now we can talk. Look, like we can talk now. Now we can talk. If I say now we can talk, this is called what? Yeah, it emphasizes. Clear? So we can say that whenever you want to use that of adverb in the beginning of a sentence, so it put extra. Clear? Yeah, pressure. It pressurizes the time. Clear? In the beginning. So we can say also they are usually clear offset with what? With comma. Usually, like if you want to put like you want to use adverb of time in the beginning of a sentence, so we do what? We put comma in that case. Like for example, can you see here? Next year. Can you see next year? And after next year, what I have put here? I put here comma. Next year, I'm going to run, clear, for president. Now, what we have emphasized here? Yeah, emphasizes a point in time. If I say now, I have to start, clear, the whole project again from scratch. From now, from the start, from the beginning. So now emphasizes now. Clear? If I say, for 17 years, I have been working at Ella. For 17 years. So now can you see? This is time. If I say, next year, I'm going to America. Now it emphasizes on what? A point in time. This is duration of time. Can you see in the second example? Duration. Emphasizes now on what? In a sequence of event. So this is how we can use like the adverb of time, what? In the beginning or at the end of a sentence. But more commonly we use where? At the end. Whenever you want to use in the beginning of a sentence, it means you want to emphasize on what? On time more in a sentence. Is this clear to all of you? All right.